Commander Zixith adjusted his crystalline sensory organs as the holographic display materialized before the Galactic Council. The assembled representatives from 47 different species turned their attention to the blue-green marble rotating slowly in the chamber's center. Earth. The topic that had dominated their discussions for the past 3 rotations. Honored delegates, Zixith began, his voice translated into dozens of languages simultaneously. We must address the human situation before it's too late. A ripple of concern passed through the assembly. The Vorthak delegate, a being of pure energy contained within a magnetic field, pulsed nervously. They're still unaware of the network? Completely, confirmed Dr. Helix, the reptilian serpentine representative who had been monitoring Earth for decades. They believe they're alone in the universe, despite our ships passing through their system daily. What the humans didn't know, what they couldn't know, was that Earth sat at the center of the galaxy's most crucial hyperspace junction. Every major trade route, every diplomatic mission, every emergency evacuation passed within their solar system's outer reaches. Earth was essentially the cosmic equivalent of Grand Central Station, and its inhabitants were obliviously going about their daily lives, completely unaware that they were living at the hub of galactic civilization. The cloaking fields are holding, reported technician Cruel from the insectoid Chitani species. But their detection technology improves exponentially. Our analysts estimate they'll pierce our stealth systems within 50 Earth years. Ambassador Teal'c, representing the aquatic Nereid collective, raised a tentacle. Perhaps it's time we made contact. The humans have proven themselves remarkable. Remarkable is an understatement, muttered General Corvin, the massive Titan delegate. Do you know what we call controlled fusion? They call it impossible. Yet somehow 3 of their scientists independently discovered it last cycle, then abandoned the research because it didn't fit their current understanding of physics. The hologram shifted, displaying human achievements that had caught galactic attention. Ancient pyramids that somehow incorporated principles of dimensional folding. Art that resonated on frequencies most species couldn't even perceive. Music that could literally heal psychological trauma across multiple alien psychologies. The humans possess something we've never encountered, Dr. Helix continued, pulling up neural scans. They call it intuition, but it's actually a form of quantum consciousness interfacing. They're naturally accessing probability matrices that our most advanced computers struggle to calculate. Zixith nodded grimly. Which brings us to the primary concern. They're not just randomly good at things. They're unconsciously perfect at exactly what the galaxy needs. The assembly fell silent. This was the secret that had kept Earth under protection for millennia. Explain for the newer delegates. Requested Ambassador Ilthara of the Crystalline Resonance Coalition. Every major galactic crisis in the past 10,000 years, Zixith said, has been resolved using principles that humans developed independently, usually decades before we even identified the problem. The Vegan plague, solved by human antibiotics. They invented for completely different diseases. The reality cascade of Sector 7, stabilized using mathematics a human named Einstein developed while trying to understand gravity. The Chitani technician's mandibles clicked anxiously. The current dark matter incursion threatening the galactic core. Our best physicists have been working on it for generations. Last week, a human teenager wrote a theoretical paper for what they call a school science fair that contains the exact solution. She thought she was just explaining why toast lands butter side down. They're unconsciously solving problems they don't know exist, General Corvin rumbled. It's as if the universe itself is using them as a processing unit for cosmic-level challenges. Dr. Helix manipulated the display, showing human cultural development. Notice how their fiction consistently predicts actual galactic events? They wrote about faster-than-light travel before discovering electricity. They created detailed descriptions of alien societies that perfectly match real species they've never encountered. Their fantasy stories describe dimensional mechanics with startling accuracy. The humans aren't just accidentally brilliant, Ambassador Teal'c observed. They're unconsciously connected to the fundamental structure of reality in ways we're only beginning to understand. The Vorthak delegate pulsed more rapidly. Which is why the Hegemon Empire wants to conquer them. A chill settled over the assembly. The Hegemon Empire, a militaristic confederation from the Outer Rim, had been pressing for access to human space. They'd discovered what the Council had worked so hard to hide, that humans weren't just another primitive species, but the key to controlling galactic development itself. If the Hegemons capture Earth, Zixth said quietly, they could harness human consciousness to solve any problem, overcome any defense, predict any strategy. They would become unstoppable. So we continue the protection protocols, decided Ambassador Ilthara. The humans must remain unaware until they're ready. Ready for what? Asked the newest delegate, a gaseous being from the Nebula Collective. General. Corvin's laugh was like grinding mountains. Ready to discover that they're not just the center of galactic civilization, they're its unconscious architects. Every major technological leap, every cultural revolution, every solution to cosmic-level problems has originated from a species that thinks it's alone in the universe. The irony is perfect, Dr. Helix observed. The moment they learn they're connected to everything is the moment that connection might be severed. Their unconscious genius seems to depend on their belief in their isolation. Zixith deactivated the hologram. Motion to continue all protection protocols. Earth remains, classified at the highest levels. The humans will continue developing naturally, unconsciously solving the universe's problems until they're ready to join us as equals rather than as tools. The vote was unanimous. As the council dispersed, none of them noticed the small human probe that had drifted silently past their cloaked facility, its primitive sensors recording everything, its simple AI dutifully transmitting the impossible data back to a small blue planet where a confused NASA technician was about to make a discovery that would change everything. The humans were about to learn what the galaxy had always known. That sometimes the most powerful force in the universe is a species that has no idea how powerful it really is.